Shall we invite friends and family of the Right Honorable Edward Duwajahu to join him? All right. The next. May I invite friends and family of Justice Ufa Akufu to join her for a photograph. Former Inspector General of Police. May the family and friends of Mr. Mohamed Al-Hassan join him for. May I invite the family and friends of Air Marshal Michael Oje to join him for some photos. May I now invite his family and friends to join him for photographs. Thank you very much. And for purposes of clarity, thank you very much. May I invite his family and friends to join him for a photo session. May I now invite the family and friends of Osai Bayema to join him for a photo session. Justice of the Supreme Court. May I invite her family and friends to join her for a brief photo session. May I now invite his family and friends to join him for a photo session. It is now the turn of the Honorable Clerk. May I invite the family of Honorable Abuka to join him, the President and the Vice President, for a photo opportunity. May the family and friends of Honorable Betty Modudu join her, the President and the Vice President, for a photo opportunity. Madam Cynthia Ajete is also known for her enterprise in fishing. May I invite her family and friends to join her for a photo opportunity. So may the family of Mrs. Enimado join her for a photo opportunity. So may the family of Mrs. Enimado join her for a photo opportunity. Shall I invite the family and friends of Nana Sadio for the second to join her for some photographs? May the family of Mr. Maswabwachi join him and the President. May the family of Mr. Adai join him for some photographs. May the family of Nene Drolo Boso Adam to the first join him. May I invite the family and friends of Mr. Michael Edu to join him for some photos. May the family and friends of Mr. Ochre join him. May I invite the family and friends of Dr. Yadom to join him. May I invite his family and friends now to join him and the President and the Vice President for some pictures. May his family and friends join him for a photo session. May the family of Alaji Mumuni join him for some pictures. May I I invite Mr. Samson's friends to join him for may the family of Mr. Mumunu join him for a photo session. May I invite the family of the Chianapio to join him for some photographs. He represents the Ashanti region for the avoidance of doubts. May Mr. Obimpe's family join him. Of the Council of States. So the chairman designates of the Council of States as elected this evening is the Honorable Right Honorable Edward Koblado Ajaho, who is a former Speaker of Parliament representing the Volta region. The Honorable former Chief Justice, Justice Sophia Akufu. Mr. Muhammad Ahmed Al-Hassan, the former Inspector General of Police, representing the Upper West region. Air Marshal Michael Samson Oje, retired, the former Chief of Defense Staff, representing the Savannah region. Sorry. I beg your pardon. Pardon me. Yes, there's an error in the document before me. Pardon me. Oji Ahoho Yawujebi II, who is the President of the National House of Chiefs. Dasebre Buamadako, the Chief of Achim Kukrantumi. Osaberima Kwesiata II, who is the Paramount Chief of the Ogwa Traditional Area. Justice Vida Amankwenya Akotobanfu GSC, retired, who is the former Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana. His Royal Highness Mankpang Jakpa Acho Ade Borenyi I, who is the Paramount Chief of the Mankpang Traditional Area. The Honorable Cletus Avuka, who is a former Member of Parliament for the Zebula constituency. The Honorable Dr. Eunice Brookman Emisa, who is a former Minister of Health. The Honorable Mrs. Betty Modidrisu, former Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana. The Honorable Cynthia Komle Ajete. The Honorable Mrs. Muli Enim Ado, who is a former ambassador. The Honorable Nanasa Jemfua II, Queen Mother of the Eyima Traditional Area. The Honorable Maxwell Boache, who is an entrepreneur. Honorable Hakim Adai, who is a miner. Nene Drolo Boso Adamite I, who is an educator, educationist, and business executive. The Honorable Gabriel Adovo Kwabla Tanko Kwamiga Atokle, a businessman. The Honorable Kurang Evelyn. The Honorable Ochre Yao Ochre, yeah. Honorable Dr. Kusi Buachi Yadom. The Honorable Pinepin Yao Kabrese V. Honorable Richard Keynes Atiku. Honorable Alhaji Muhammad Mumuni, who is a former foreign minister and member of parliament. Honorable Abu Duseidu Samson, who is a teacher by profession. Honorable Michael Kwame Mumuni. The Honorable Thomas More Ditundini Adaili, Honorable Saka Abuba, and last but not least, Honorable Yao Owusu Obempe, who is the former chairman of the NDC in the Ashanti region. May I now humbly invite the Honorable Michael Edu, who is the chairman of the NDC in the Western North region. Pardon me, chairman. All right. May I now humbly invite the President of the Republic to administer the oaths. Now, okay, President, take over.
1 minute, 2. Yeah, please rise to be sworn in. You're going to take 2 oaths. The first is the oath of a member of Council of State as set out in the 1992 Constitution. And then the second is the oath of secrecy. And so we'll start with the oath of a member of Council of State. And when I say I, you mention your name and you follow as I read. And so we can start. I do solemnly swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will faithfully and conscientiously perform my duties as a member of the Council of State and uphold, preserve, and protect and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. Thank you. Member of the Council of State, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties, or as may be specifically permitted by law. So help me God. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It is now time for the President to present the instruments of appointment to. Thank you very much. It is my singular pleasure now.
Ghana, senior staff of the presidency, newly sworn in members of the Council of State, family and friends, fellow Ghanaians. It is with great honor and a deep sense of duty that I welcome you all to this important occasion, the swearing in of the esteemed members of the Council of State. Today marks another significant step in our collective commitment to the democratic ideals of governance and development. The framers of our Constitution in their wisdom envisioned a governance structure that balances authority with sound counsel, power with prudence, and leadership with wisdom. It is in this spirit that the Council of State was established to serve as a reservoir of experience, a fountain of guidance, and a bastion of non-partisan insight for the executive arm of government. The Council of State, as a distinguished advisory body, is composed of men and women of integrity, experience, and sound judgment. Your role is not merely ceremonial, it is one of profound responsibility. You are expected to offer wise counsel on matters of governance, policy, and national development, drawing from your diverse backgrounds and experience. The times we find ourselves in demand nothing less than selfless service, constructive dialogue, and unwavering patriotism. Our nation faces complex challenges, including economic distress, social cohesion issues, and the need to strengthen our democratic institutions. In addressing these issues, your voices must be heard not in mere rhetoric, but in insightful, actionable, and transformative guidance that will propel our nation forward. As you take your oath of office today, I urge you to be guided by the principles of integrity, objectivity, and above all, the national interest. Let your deliberations be marked by sincerity, your advice be rooted in wisdom, and your service be inspired by the supreme welfare of the people of Ghana. I also wish to draw attention to heightened expectation of all who serve in public office. Ghanaians have indicated their revulsion for poor governance and have come to expect nothing short of quality administration of their affairs. In recent times, the Council of State has come under criticism from an expectant public who perceive their work as unsatisfactory and merely one designed to rubber stamp executive decisions. Some have even questioned the very relevance of the Council of State and called for it to be scrapped. I hold out hope that your tenure as Council of State members will convince those who may doubt your functional necessity about your importance and put to rest any such perceptions. On behalf of the people of Ghana and on my own behalf, I congratulate you on your appointment. I'm confident that with your collective wisdom, we'll continue to build a nation that upholds justice, progress, freedom, and unity. May God bless you in your service, and may He bless our beloved Ghana. I thank you.
Honorable ministers present, senior presidential advisors here, honorable members of parliament here, my colleague members of the Council of State. Mr. President, the Ghanaian people have given you emphatic victory in the last general election. It clearly shows that the things of the past, certain things in the past were not in their interest. I want to assure you on behalf of Council that we work as a team. We will support you in the governance structure, in the discharge of our constitutional and statutory responsibilities. It is true, many have questioned the relevance of the Council of State, as you rightly pointed out. Some have even called for its abolition. But I want to assure you that this council will be a council of a difference. Fortunately, many members of the council are people I've come across in my public life. Distinguished men and women in their own right. But more importantly, I have hope in this country. And this hope is consistent with your vision of empowering all manner of people, irrespective of their background. And Mr. President, I wish to report that we have 3 young men on this council who are in their 30s. The youngest being 32 years. So even as people are calling for its abolition, the youth seems to have some confidence in their council.
Mr. President, you can count on us day and night. We shall respond. We know you have taken over the mantle of this country at a very difficult time. The debt of this country, the energy sector, debt, and many other challenges. Mr. President, in the discharge of our duties, we shall give you the necessary advice so that you can weather the storm. Teamwork, consensus building shall be our guidance. Mr. President, for those of us that you have appointed, we are most grateful that you have seen something in us. The 11 men and women that you appointed onto the council, I want to assure you, we will not fail you. The institutional representation, in other words, those by virtue of the offices that they have held in the past, are people some of us have worked with in our public life. And I know they are men of repute. We have chiefs among us. We have people from the diplomatic circle among us. We have international, people with serious international backgrounds among us. We have retired Supreme Court judge among us. We have a former Chief Justice among us. This is a different council. And this is the first time a former Speaker of Parliament is serving on this council. And this is the first time a former Attorney General is also serving on this council. This is the first time a former majority leader is serving on this council. And we have a number of businessmen on this council. Mr. President, Madam Vice President, we shall support you and Ghana shall succeed. Thank you very much.
Shall we remain standing as the President and the Vice President depart the hall? Thank you all for coming.
Please subscribe to Morris TVGA.